With the Rockets. Well, guys, what do you think he's telling Tracy McGrady right now?
Keep it going. It's all. What advice could he give him? Hakeem never had that kind of streak. Is Tracy McGrady perhaps an MVP?
Hakeem
talking to another? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
John?
Absolutely. Hakeem's walking through that door. Clyde Drexler's coming through that door. Tracy McGrady's still the only NBA scoring champion who has never won a playoff series. When we get
the center in Houston, Texas, where they'll watch their Rockets in the midst of one of the great feats in league history. The 21-game winning streak, second longest ever in the NBA, and it's catapulted this team into a first-place tie in the Western Conference.
And who are they? Not sure if any other role player could start across the board in this league, but T-Mac has been phenomenal.
And Jeff,
the rest of the year, it's too hard a task to win 4 playoff series, but McGrady has the ability to carry a team, and since Yao's been out, you see the numbers. He's capable of doing that. I expect them to win at least a first-round playoff series.
well, they are missing Yao Ming, but the Lakers also missing one of their key players as well. Battier comes up with it. Bryant takes it away. McGrady dives on him. It's like a rugby scrum and a hell ball.
You can see the energy across the board. Guys hitting the deck. This is how you win, put together a winning streak like the Rockets have. Kobe Bryant hits the floor. T-Mac doesn't watch like he has on the tuxedo. Hits the deck also, forcing the jump ball.
So McGrady and Bryant will jump. Two of the most explosive players in the NBA.
And then reads the screen, knocks down the jump.
Hey, I was just standing on the court like, what the hell just... I'm serious. I didn't know to, run and jump on my teammates because they were always just going crazy. I just had to stand there and was just looking around. I was like, what is going on? I mean, it's just it's unreal. And it's hard to really fathom right now.
And again, you add in that the last 9 without Yao Ming and how they're beating their opponents. McGrady's numbers throughout it have been terrific. The dominance, they had 10 straight where they won by double figures, is what's also so impressive.
Well, the most impressive thing to me is when you look at the company that they're in. Look at those great Laker teams.
Manager Daryl Morey.
To Alston there.
Not even close. Have you ever heard of Chris Paul?
I have, and I have great respect for him, but no one passes across his body like that. People see the things in front of him. He can see to the opposite corner, opposite wing.
I haven't seen you score a basket or stop anybody, but this team has really, the city has embraced
all season, Jeff.
I was more impressed earlier than the year than lately with their defense. Right there, they again switched the pick and roll.
Foul, McGrady back in the game. Again, you look at the score, they're up by 9. McGrady hasn't scored a point yet. It just shows you the development that he claims McGrady does, and some of the players agree. He had a knee injury earlier this season where he missed 12 consecutive games. He felt that the team really started to be more aggressive when he went out. They were kind of standing around and watching him earlier in the year and felt that they grew while he was out. When he
8 minutes for Tracy McGrady on Friday. That was the second time in 4 games he had played all 48 minutes. After the game Friday night, he had an IV drip. And yesterday, when we saw him before practice, he was already exhausted, went through the walkthrough. The highs and lows of this streak, and finally getting that sole possession of second place with the 21 games, that drains something from you too.
Well, there's no game as far as taking over offensively and making plays for his teammates. This first half has been a thing of beauty watching Tracy McGrady measure the ball game. Excellent passing, finding guys in rhythm.
Mike, thank you. You played 48 minutes Friday night, second time you've done it in 4 games. How much is the exhaustion we saw in you yesterday affecting you today?
I'm feeling it. My legs are a little heavy right now, but I'm going to get myself going in the second half. My teammates doing a good job of picking me up right now.
Still, you have a chance to extend your winning streak to 22 games, and yet you know you're playing against Kobe Bryant, the player you call the best in the game. How do you hold these guys off, Tracy?
Well, we got to continue playing the defense that we're playing in the first half. We're doing a phenomenal job of making them take tough jumpers, contested jumpers, and we're doing a great job of getting second chances on the offensive end and moving the ball on offense.
Tracy, thanks.
Thank you.
Part of a team that, again, has put together 21 in a row, second longest winning streak in NBA history, and they've got a big advantage at halftime. T-Mobile halftime report coming up next. Hornets and Pistons from Detroit today. Tracy McGrady's Fave 5 and Kobe Bryant's journey, all coming up on the T-Mobile halftime report. Fisher getting a little involved. Bonnie McCutcheon lets it go. McGrady, nice move, and finally Tracy McGrady, his first points of the game, and it gives the Rockets a 4-point lead. Tracy McGrady struggling all afternoon until here.
Well, they switched Radmanovic onto him for the last 2 possessions. That is a way Tracy McGrady will get off.
Now here's a guy that can't even watch his brother's team play.
No, I get too nervous. I just can't watch it.
McGrady fires away, puts it in. Just his second field goal, but it gives the Rockets a 5-point lead. McGrady on the drive, stripped down low, but a foul.
I thought early on McGrady was a little too passive on the offensive end against Kobe Bryant. At some point, you have to say, hey, this guy is getting into me, and he's making it personal. I have to look to attack. That time, T-Mac did.
He's hearing chants of MVP. He's got to be in the discussion the way he's kept this team going with the streak, right?
There's no question he should be in the discussion.
Well, I second that. When you look at what he's been able to do for this Rockets team, basically put him on his back, he has entered the discussion.
Gives his team a 5-point lead. McGrady, hand in his face, knocks it down. Tracy McGrady has suddenly found the range. 7 points in the 4th quarter. This crowd is absolutely delirious. Went down. This is turning into quite a story as McGrady hits the free throw.
Are they better without Yao? Absolutely not. They said the same thing earlier in the year when they went 7-4 without McGrady. Are they better without McGrady? Absolutely not. Very little to get him away from here because they had brought in Mike James, they had brought back Steve Francis. Sometimes the best
Already in the bag, but there's no quit in them. Continue to fit.
The second longest winning streak in NBA history is still alive, 22 and counting. Tracy McGrady and the Rockets 22 in a row, and as you just saw, they are now all alone in first place.
Los Angeles Lakers. Check out highlights, Gail, and you were an interested observer of this game.
Well, I did. I watched this game, and obviously with a little bit of interest, but very impressive, the Rockets.
No Pau Gasol out with a sprained left ankle. Luis Scola to Rafer Alston steps back and buries the 3. Houston with 21 in a row. They're at home. They're up 11-6. Alston had a big day.
Oh, he really did. Someone on the Lakers should have been told that he could shoot the basketball from the three-point lane.
Lakers, though, trying to answer the other way. Kobe finishes with the flush, and Houston's lead is sliced to 1. More Alston, though. He had 16 points, 4 for 5 from 3 in the quarter. Into the second we go, Houston with the lead, and then they take over. Bobby Jackson takes it strong to the hole. He had 19 points in the game. Houston leads by 6. McGrady can't connect on the jumper. He had some trouble at the start. Luis Scola, though, said, that's okay, I'll clean up.
The Scola was also very impressive, did a nice job on the board.
Lakers, though, start to storm back in the third. Derek Fisher connects on the 3. The lead's down to 5. Lamar Odom with a little cleanup there. And Houston just 4 for 23 from the floor in the third quarter, and so they lead by 5 going to the fourth. And Kobe starts to do his thing, but Rafer Alston says, you know what? Hold on, young fella. I got something to say about that. And here's Kobe with his magic. 24.7 rebounds in the game for Kobe. McGrady, though, he's got some skills. And he said, we are not going to be denied. We are on a march into history.
Well, Houston just played very, very well. Very good on the defensive end, and that's where it all starts.
And they come away with the victory, convincingly so, 92. Bryant has the 24, but Rafer Alston with 31, Jackson with 19, Shane Battier with 14, some good defense too in the game, and Houston now 26 games above 500. Well, when you win 22 in a row, that's what'll happen.
You should be, absolutely. They now have the best record in the Western Conference, and you talk about Alston, you talk about Jackson, you talk about Battier, you talk about Scola, all guys who stepped up. I mean, you look at this victory today. McGrady, she's 4 for 16. Very, very impressive.